Drag Queen of the Week. I am here today with the exuberant Pam Van Damned. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Woo! It's warm in here, isn't it?
I feel like Lawrence of Arabia. I really do.
Now, you are unusual for our Drag Queen of the Week because some people would call you a faux queen, but that's not very a nice term, is it?
It isn't. I'm not really into it at all, actually. When I first sort of got into drag performance, I didn't feel like I was a faux queen at all. I just didn't feel it. I just didn't identify with it because I don't label myself anyway. No matter what I do, I will not give myself a label. The first time I performed at Cha Cha, when the queens had saw the video, they said to me, "Don't ever call yourself a faux queen." And I said, "I will never call myself a faux queen because, listen to this. Faux queen, bio queen, adopts the style of a typical male drag queen. I don't adopt the style of anyone.
You do your own thing.
Exactly. It feels I find it quite degrading, to be honest.
Yeah, it's almost like alienation. It's like you're not quite as good as the drag queens. Like, well,
exactly.
From first-hand experience, you are. So
it's I think any sort of anything that's got faux in front of it is bad. Because it's false, it's fake, it's saying that you're not real, and I think anyone that goes out there with that much fierceness and that much spirit and energy is real.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that it's bad that it's called faux queen. I don't agree with that at all. I had notes wrote down on faux queen. Biogetically, biogelatically, biophomically, biodegradable, challenged, female impersonator, or female impersonator. Does that make sense to you?
Not a single jot, no.
Oh, no. I'm feeling quite silly today, so obviously my words are all a blah, blah, blah.
Silly is the best way to go, quite frankly.
Well, I think so, yeah. I can stick with that, but I think faux queen is just something I don't label myself anyway, so I'd never give myself that label anyway.
No, so if you're out and about and you hear someone being referred to as a faux queen in any way, shape or form, tell them straight. They are being more real than you'll ever be.
Right? Exactly. Yeah. Hell, darling, I'm more real than you. Fabulous. I think other faux queens should stand up against this as well.
Oh, totally. Just be queens, doesn't matter.
Faux queen sort of pageants seem quite strange to me because I love drag queens. If I was in a bus with a load of faux queens, I'd just be like, what?
What is this? What am I doing here?
Yeah, I'd get that when I walk down the street when I'm in Rochdale, it's fine. We've got enough slap on.
Dear me. So how did you first become aware of drag as a concept, as a thing?
Oh my god. Well, I first understood what I was getting into, I'd say about 5 years ago.
Okay.
When I first got into Tranarchy, which was about 3 years ago. That's when I first joined Tranarchy, and that's when Cheds and Grace Honey Smith and Cheddar Gorgeous, obviously, we were all together trying to do something new in Manchester. Before that, it was Niall and Joe who'd first created Tranarchy with Sheila Blige and Kurt Durr, and they were the first sort of, aside from the fantasticness of bollocks and other things that were going on, they started something that was completely different on the queer alt scene. And when I got in there, I felt like, this is it now.
Yeah, you feel like this is the kind of event I can get down with. These are the people. These are my people. Right?
It's weird because you kind of feel like that through your life at some points, but then when Tranarchy and all these people I was surrounded by, I just knew that, this is it. Because before that, I'd just be watching films, I'd get dressed up by myself, but I wouldn't have many people I could sort of do that kind of thing with. And, just be sat in my room watching To Wong Fu, Priscilla, Rocky Horror.
Looking fabulous.
Yeah, just on my own, in my room, lip-syncing all day, all night, singing, whatever. Just thought,
You need to take that out of the bedroom, out of the house.
It took a while to take it out, but then gain confidence, and then you learn to just not give a don't you?
So what was the first time you did drag out and about then? And what was the first time you took it out of the front door?
Oh my god, since forever. I've always, not so much not so much drag, but a strong sense of self-expression has always, like, it's just always been there. And in terms of performance, that was slightly different.
Yeah.
Like, my first, like, I'd done some lip syncs before, and then I think it was a couple of cha-chas in the Too Much, actually. That's when I did it for that many people in terms of lip syncing. And then with Traniki, it's mostly singing and not lip syncing.
Okay.
So it's quite different, but I had to sort of build up that confidence. I'm a perfectionist, so it's quite hard.
Oh, goodness.
Like, a proper perfectionist. Look at my eyebrows, darling.
I know, they are immaculate.
I was doing these for quite a long time today. I tell myself, you have to tell yourself that, they are not twins, they are sisters. And
nice.
one sometimes is up here, and but
The one's over there, so we're having a picnic.
I went through a big stage once where they were very divine. But on me, to just be walking around Asda's in Rochdale with these eyebrows that are up to, like, the start of my hairline. Confidence. My first lip syncing in a room full of people was the Too Much Cha-Cha.
Was it?
Where I did
nice.
High Energy. And that was absolutely... But people wouldn't have thought it was my first in front of that many people, because I've done it in front of myself so many times.
On the mirror.
Yeah.
So
hello.
what was the feedback like from that first one?
Brilliant, because it's so, like, singing and Traniki is, like, that's where most of my heart is, because I love to sing, because I've got a big, massive, I'm trying not to swear, can you tell?
Keeping it all in.
A big voice, and I like to use it, and the punk ethics and attitude and everything as well. Lip sync, my mum actually prefers me to lip sync than sing. She's like, shut up! Just lip sync for me instead. So
that's not a very good vote of confidence. How dare she?
Yeah, no. Well, in a way, my mum's obsessed with drag queens.
Really?
I think my mum is a drag queen. Someone actually said the other day that my mum is my real drag mother, and that's probably why I've never had a drag mother, a proper one. My mum and Sheila Blige. There we go. But the reaction after Cha Cha made me very happy, because, like I said before, I didn't identify with folk queen. I didn't want to be labelled as that or anything. But Ched's, Grace, Anna, like, they all encouraged me in terms of, you are not that, you don't identify with that, and we don't see you as that. So after that first lip sync, they said, don't ever call yourself this, And
just go out there and do what you think is the right thing to do.
And
express
exactly.
yourself however you want.
Go for it. No one needs to give themselves a flipping label in anything that they do, and they understand that. And I think that's why Manchester and Traniki understand it now, Joe, and everyone in this group of what's happening in Manchester now know that this is about one thing, and it's like self-expression.
Yeah, and just
starting something
playing
new.
around.
Exactly.
And having a good time, really, isn't it?
Totally. And when you're having so much of a party, you start a movement, and it's just the way it goes.
And a snowball effect is the way it's going.
Only I could have more of a good time when I'm not pinned in so much that I can't get out of an outfit to even drink all night.
Dear me, yes, you performed at the last Cha Cha, the first year anniversary, and you did Magic Dance as David Bowie.
And met you.
And met me, and that was quite a night.
It really was.
It took me about 4 days to wash the glitter off.
Is it a blur for you? Because it's quite a blur for me.
The bits that stand out in my mind are the performances, and the rest dancing around with a puppet and falling over and being quite drunk and losing most of my drinks a couple of times.
Oh.
I know. Well,
onto somebody else.
No, I wasn't that lucky. But no, because the stage runway section down the middle of the floor kept sort of getting in my way as I was dancing.
Oh yeah, see.
So I was like, dance across.
Just if you fall onto it next time, just stand up and lip sync to whatever the hell is playing and just demand that attention.
I'm performing now, bitches, get out of the way.
Exactly. Can we say that on? Can we swear? Can I swear?
Yeah,
can I say anything I want?
Yeah, go for it.
Anything?
Yeah.
Oh my god, fucking cunt, motherfucker, twat. Oh, this is so good. I feel so free.
You're liberated.
I'm putting that down now. Maybe I was breaking out in a sweat because
you couldn't
swear. I couldn't swear.
Well, be at ease.
Oh my god, I'm back to being fucking Billy Connolly now. This is fucking fabulous.
Nice. So we've discussed Cha Cha a few times in the shows. We've not much sort of gone into what Traniki is about and what we get up to.
Yeah.
When is it and where is it for our listeners at home?
Oh my god. It's been in so many places. We've done so many things now. Because I actually asked Joe and Al before, when was the date that you two decided to start Tranarchy, Kurt Dirt, Sheila Blige? And it was 2011, which I went to, which was a screening of Showgirls with lots of other stuff happening in Crack, and I just thought it was just... I loved the energy. I felt it straight away. It was definite punk attitude. So then, they asked me to be in Tranarchy. I said yes, and then everyone sort of came together around 2012, and that's when everyone was in one place. You know, Ched's Grace. We did a Zoolander party the same day that Will fucking Ferrell was in town, and he didn't even come.
The bastard!
Can you believe it?
You strike him.
Well. I could shout as loud as him as well, and I certainly did, and he didn't come. But we tried to take it out, not have anything in the village. So that was at the Night and Day. Yeah. And then the Showgirls is at Crack, which we've done a lot of stuff at. Fantastic.
I love Crack. It's a great little venue.
Oh my God, it's so good. We just did one just last week, Rock and Roll Suicide, which was straight up punk, heavy metal, full freedom, people jumping off the stage.
Nice.
Being sick.
At each other.
Girls with shaved heads punching people in the fucking face. Sheila Blige with the best drag look I've ever seen in my whole life, which was a punk skinhead look. And
nice.
Yeah, it went off. And yeah, Tranarchy involved with lots of different things. Last year there was a Bummer Camp Part 1 and 2 where we got Christine over from the US in conjunction with the Mill and other people there. That was out of my hands, but what they did was absolutely brilliant.
Nice. Is it quite regular, the events? Is it monthly or so?
It's no, it's not as regular as, say, actual regular club nights, because we don't consider ourselves a club night. We're more of a collective, and whenever we feel like a change needs to happen or we need to do something, then we just go for it and put something on.
Nice.
But oh God, there's been loads of stuff. There's been movie screenings that we've done, action movie sleepovers, as well as the nights where we're all singing.
Pyjama party!
Oh my God, you would we had one that was a teen sleepover with Clueless and my friends Selena and Candy and Katie. They would Ty, Sharon, Dion, and it was my head blew off. It just makes my head blow off every time, and that sounds really egotistical, but I don't care.
No, when these sort of events work, and they work really well, and there's obviously a massive market for them because people are flocking to them.
That's it, and it's Manchester as well. I feel like Manchester has this absolute movement happening, and I also feel like it is a party thing because people why do people party? To party away your blues or whatever shit week you've had, or whatever if you can make someone feel good for the night, it doesn't, even for a minute, then you're doing something good.
Bloody go for it.
Absolutely.
Now, so you've actually got a bit of a project that's going on at the moment that you going to give a little plug to. This is an exhibition.
Oh, I know.
So go on, tell us the tale.
I didn't think that I'd be able to plug this now because it's been extended until the 20th of June. I'm really happy about it. It was originally part of Queer Contact. Mm-hmm. I'd had an exhibition the previous year that had a sort of... I realised after doing it was my first exhibition, that it had no proper theme, no actual sort of purpose for being an exhibition. It was just a collection of images. So I got asked to do, something at Queer Contact as part of Queer Contact.
Yeah.
At Queer Contact.
Yeah, down that road there.
As part of Queer Contact.
Yeah.
So I was like, yes, mate.
I'm all over that. Let's build
all over it. Got on it. Put a whole thing together. World War paint seemed to come really naturally. It was just a whole fucking proper good process about. It's just again about self-expression. I think it's important. The most important thing for anyone to do is to just express yourselves. So it takes on stage personas, stage makeup from a lot of different famous faces. Done work with Kiss, Debbie Harry, Lydia Lunch, Lena Lovitch, Amanda Palmer, and then absolute legends like Arthur Brown, who I think he was a massive heavy influence on Kiss and Alice Cooper, and people who wear makeup on stage as well as drag queens. And I think without people like Arthur Brown, then
it wouldn't have happened, perhaps.
Exactly, because his makeup was absolutely just... at the time, I would have had my head blown off, and it blows my head off now. Ever since I saw him on, when I was little, my mum, and she's into really good music and stuff. And when I seen Arthur Brown, I just thought, this is fucking it, man. Like, I want to be him, so...
I want to be all over you.
I want to be him. I want my head on fire. I want to just explode. So, yeah, I covered a lot of my idols. A lot of hard work went into it over the past 9 years of collecting, and then this seemed to come together out of it, because it was just a running theme that I just noticed in my work was all the people I've worked with, the majority of, are wearing makeup or stage clothes or have a persona, and I just thought, it's obvious that this is a massive love of mine.
And what you need to do for this
absolutely.
queer contact thing.
Plus, people like Anna, Cheds, Grace, you know, people from here that I just think are killer, just like absolutely killing it in terms of having a new style of stage shown and a new, because everyone's got their own separate branding, like you probably noticed, like everyone is a complete character. Like Joe in Joyce Division, there's a lot of recognisable faces, and I felt myself working with my friends a lot more really than I have in the past, and that felt really good. So it's a big, huge collection of eyeliner and lipstick and massive crotches and stuff.
Nice.
Like that, so.
Was it hard going through all the photos and sort of picking the best ones? I imagine being at it for so long, there are just so many.
I've got a lot of work, stuff that I've not even, finished. I have a very strange working process. I'm a fucking weirdo. Like, see how long it takes me to do these eyebrows, right? Imagine how long it takes me to actually have a picture, and it has to be perfect. I'm stupid about my art. Like, I'm an absolute... I don't like stuff to go out fast. I like to work with old school methods, and yeah, going through the pictures was kind of a ball ache, but there was standout people, like Grace fits nice in an exhibition with Debbie Harry, so Grace goes in an exhibition. Beth ditto. Everyone seemed to work well, even though it's completely different worlds.
Yeah, I suppose when you've got people whose looks sort of work together, whether they be a humongous star or a local star.
Oh, totally.
Then just look how the influences sort of spread.
Oh, big time. And I think local stars and local people who are putting that into the world can look even better. Because you think of people that have a massive budget, and sometimes they just look shit. And you think about stars today. Like, for instance, I fucking hate Lady Gaga. I hate most people now in pop. I love Rihanna. She's my soft spot. I've got a soft spot for Rihanna. And B, because she's the queen. But in terms of people who have their own look, like, please, you are stealing. It has been done 1,000 times before, and I know people in Manchester who can do it so much better than you, bitch. Like, you ain't got nothing. I've said it before. I'll say, I want Grace Jones to come in and kick everyone into shape. If you're going to be in the public eye, get your shit together. Like, you've got the money to do the best things in the world. Why aren't you doing it? Like, why aren't you killing these looks? How can people in Manchester that have no budget be doing it better than you?
Yeah. I think a few of these stars need to come to Cha-Cha and Traniki and be taught some lessons, quite frankly.
Oh, if they came to Traniki, we'd just probably beat them all up. Like, they'd probably be dead. Like, I'm sure people would, in Cha-Cha would give them a little bit of leeway, but if they came to Traniki, oh my God, would have their heads on sticks.
They'd never leave. Well, at least
no one would ever see them again. They'd be gone, unless it's someone, like Grace Jones, who, that'd just give us all a heart attack, would actually die.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Grace, please, come and
Jones,
beat people up with us.
Come to
on.
Manchester, be fierce with us.
Oh, she's the best, isn't she?
Amazing, such a powerful woman.
Yeah, big time. I love
bet
powerful women.
Shit.
Oh, yeah. I feel like that's what it is as well with a lot of women. Like, now, they can, put themselves out there, have really, they can look pretty good, but where is that power and strength and like Grace Jones? Oh my God, she would have beat up any fucking guy, and she still would.
Yeah,
and,
a powerful female artist you want to be a little bit attracted to and a little bit terrified of.
That is the exact right thing. Yeah, pretty much exactly.
Yeah, even as a gay man, that's the right combo.
Yep, that's it. Are you gonna kiss me, or are you gonna knock my fucking teeth out? Like,
with your face.
Sexy.
I'm not quite sure how it's going to work. Dear me. So, where are you performing next? Have you got a plan for anything up your sleeves?
Oh, sure. We've got a Traniki Vogue brawl, another Vogue brawl. There's been quite a few now, which is where the best Voguers from around these areas come to battle in front of us. You're trying to keep, Tranakey's violent, right? That's what I'm saying, isn't it? It is violent, but it's not, you know. You come and it's full expression. We don't stop people doing stuff. Like at our Rock and Roll Suicide, we had fireworks, we were holding fireworks, we were throwing shit around and whatever. It's full, you know, proper raw power.
Nice.
And like with the Vogue Ball, which is on June the 14th at Islington Mill, which is somewhere we work with a lot. They are
very nice venue.
massively
Amazing.
supportive of us. Like, will help us in whatever way they can for us to put on just a killer show. But yeah, this is the battle, the Vogue Brawl. There is going to be Vogue battles and fabulous people, and the fiercest queens that you can imagine. I'm sure all the queens will be there, hopefully, and Sheila Blige usually
in the glad rags.
Absolutely. Something really massively exciting, which is we're getting Christine back again for another bummer camp. And when Christine played last year, it was pretty spectacular.
Nice. Well,
She
I've
is the
got a date
love
set
of my
for that.
life. Yeah, I have. Let me just have a little look in here. Christine, here we go. July the 19th, Bummer Camp Part 3 at Islington Mill.
There we go. Beautiful
The best
stuff.
venue in, it's in Salford,
Yeah.
so around here. But yeah, Christine will be coming back, and she's an American drag performer who has the best character drag that I've ever seen in my life.
If you don't know who she is, give her a Google, give her a YouTube. I'm sure there's loads out there to
Oh,
feast
for
your
sure,
eyes
yeah, you've
upon.
got a whole album to listen to. Oh,
Nice. And
divine.
to round up this little chat, if you were to become someone's drag mother,
Oh
what
my God.
advice would you give a fledgling drag queen?
Drag mother. Who would I be? Yeah. Okay, advice. Let me think. Let me take.
First of all, while you're processing that, are you, anyone's drag mother or drag aunt at the moment? Do have you found yourself
You
in that
know
role
what?
at all?
I'm not. I'm sort of like
What, a drag sister, maybe?
I don't know really. Like I said, I sort of keep it without labels. So you're not by yourself, obviously, because everyone is one here. It's all one community. But I've never really I never really had like a drag mother myself. But Sheila Blige, obviously, and Joe helps me get, Joyce Division helps me get dressed up, and I guess they are in that way. But advice I'd give it'd be the cheesiest advice really ever. And it is just to do exactly what you want to do and to not give no fucks about what people think of you. Because it takes a while to get to that stage. But when you get to that stage, it just feels good.
Sage advice indeed from Pam
And
Van
to pin
Damned.
that wig, because
It might fall off.
I've had many
Might fall.
accidents, which is absolutely fine.
Yeah, accidents happen.
Have I give you a headache yet?
No, not at all, no.
Okay.
Well, Pam Van Damned, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
We'll see you again very soon. Drag Queen of the Week.